What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer, at 701-356-0130.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
WindCircle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. WindCircle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
Dano's Marine in Fort Pierre is your one-stop shop for all things boats and watercraft. They are your local Vexus and Alumacraft boat dealer, some of the best boats on the water. Dano's also offers a full line of services to maintain your boat out of the water so you can enjoy more time on the water. Their certified technicians proudly service Yamaha, Mercury, and Evergreen motors. Stop in today to visit about your next watercraft. Dano's Marine, proud sponsor of Pierre and Fort Pierre athletics and events.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start-stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Stay at Mobridge Country Inn and Guide Service, locally owned on Highway 12 and 20 West. Enjoy clean linens, plenty of amenities, and a comfortable stay with authentic country hospitality. The inn is within walking distance to most of the town's attractions. Guests can enjoy continental breakfast, barbecue grills, HD cable TV, microwaves, refrigerators, free Wi-Fi, and much more throughout the property. Book guided fishing trips through the front desk. Proud supporter of all South Dakota high school activities.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Grossenberg Implement just made it easier to find good used equipment. Just go to grossenberg.com and see what used equipment we have that you may want to upgrade to. Lots of 2023 units between tractors, combines, and everything in between. Stop into any of our 9 locations or browse online to see what will fit your operation. Grossenberg Implement has several late models available and great financing to help you with the cash flow. Visit with Grossenberg Sales Pros today to see what will fit your needs.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Show. And before we go any further, I do want to mention all of those seniors who were honored here tonight. Reagan Taylor, Liberty Harrington, Casey Knight, Briley Kafka, Isabella Talamentes, Journey Schnee, and Reese Hand were all honored. And they've even got a banner up to run through. Imagine your favorite football team and they get to run through a banner. That's what the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes get to trot through tonight. So they've got a big banner set up to head out from the tunnel. And they're just kind of, what they're doing is they're kind of creasing it in the middle to make it easier to run through. That's called playing it smart. I think if it were me, I'd just try to run straight through the thing and probably run into it like a brick wall. So they're doing the right things. They've got Dupree Tigers here visiting tonight. Dupree in search of another victory on their season. Haven't had as many matches. They're in search of their 5th win on the season. Just had the JV match wrap up right here down below us. The Stanley County Lady Buffaloes JV squad won that match 2-0, and they hope to have similar success here in the varsity match tonight. As we mentioned, folks, you're listening in on the Bank West pregame show. We'll hear a word from them and some of our other sponsors. Before we go further, let's name our sponsors who are sponsoring tonight's match between Stanley County and Dupree. First, Dakota National Bank, Pierre Regional Airport, Access Health in Pierre, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Avera Health, the Stanley County Booster Club, Birding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Xander Auto Parts, and Bauman Lumber. We're going to step away here for a couple minutes. We'll hear a word from our friends at Bank West. We'll hear some other sponsor words to bring to you live, and then we'll be right back with some more of our Bank West pregame show right here on KGFX.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Xander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Xander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Xander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes. From Access Health, Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health care.
The Stanley County Booster Club thanks everyone who attended and supported the Homecoming Week activities. It is appreciated. A special thank you to Wagner Auto, CHS River Plains, Coke, Menards, and Dakota Mart. Booster Club has more fun planned for the school year, and they invite you to join them. Find out more on Facebook or attend their meetings held the first Monday of each month at 6 p.m. at the Fort Pierce Senior Center. Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
And both squads have taken the floor here, warming up inside Parkview Auditorium as we're a little bit over 10 minutes away from tip-off here between the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes and the Dupree Tigers. Welcoming you back into our Bank West pregame show. I'm Justin Cowart, getting you set for all the volleyball action here tonight. Got another match here on the other side of the river taking place a little later on. We've got Pierre versus Yankton on River 92.7. Brian Oakland will be on the call there. All the Buffalo fans here are going to be listening on KGFX. And just a reminder, folks, if you want to make your listening experience much more enjoyable and more streamlined, you can download the DRG News app where you can access all of our stations, all of our live sports action. And we've got a ton coming your way here tomorrow night. It's a full slate of high school football action on DRG News' stations tomorrow night. We'll have Stanley County versus Potter County for you live here on KGFX. On KPLO tomorrow night, Lyman at Wall Football, Pierre versus Spearfish on River 92.7, Ipswich traveling to take on North Central on KMLO. And on Star 99, Mobridge Pollock at Dual. All of those games kicking off at 7 o'clock. You can hear coverage beginning at 6:30 across those stations. And as aforementioned, make sure you download that DRG News app to make your listening experience much more streamlined. You know, it's a beautiful day outside in Fort Pierre. I hated having to head into the auditorium. The only thing that got me excited was some volleyball action. And folks, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you, don't veer for deer, slow down and stay alert when you make your way here to the game tonight inside Parkview Auditorium. So looking at these two teams, as I mentioned, Stanley County, a win would go a long way. They still kind of sit in the middle of the standings around that 27th spot as teams ahead of them continue to win. But it's not about making it further up the ladder in terms of standing. It's about not dropping down even further, and that's what wins do. Stanley County has put together a nice little streak, winning their last three after losing two to Mobridge, Pollock, and Lyman. They beat Cologne 3-0 here a few nights ago, 3-0, and advanced again to beat Todd County in the following match 2 nights later, winning 3-1. They went on the road to Oneida the other night. We had that coverage for you as they beat Sully Buttes 3-0, and they look to continue that 3-game win streak here tonight against the Dupree Tigers. The Dupree Tigers are led by head coach Chelsea Kelly. Stanley County Lady Buffaloes head coach TJ Dragasset had some words for us in our keys to success. We'll get to that momentarily. But the Dupree Tigers out there warming up in their pink tops. You know, they are supporting Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We had a great showing the other night on Dig for Pink Night here as all the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes were able to wear their new pink jerseys as they were celebrating. I even got a little hair extension after my donation to the Avera Cancer Clinic. They got me hooked up. And folks, if you want to donate your time or your money to a great organization, make sure you donate it to the Avera Cancer Organization, who sponsored Dig for Pink Night and have been sponsoring Breast Cancer Awareness Month all over the state. All right, we've got some more business to get to. We've got keys to success. We've got starting lineups. We got to meet our introduction of game officials. We've got a lot to get to on our Bankwest pregame show. Before we do that, we're going to step away for a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back with more here on KGFX.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
Live volleyball action inside Parkview Auditorium. As it's great to be back in Fort Pierre. As we told you, we went on the road, and the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes got a win against a very, very up-and-coming Sully Buttes team. Yes, they did win 3-0, but Sully Buttes kept it close. It took extra points in that first game. They did win 26-24, did Stanley County. Then they controlled the second game, but give credit to Sully Buttes. They were sticking around and hanging in the final game of that match. Stanley County did win 25-19, so they're trying to carry that momentum into this match, and that brings us into our keys to success. You heard a word from our friends at First Fidelity Bank earlier there in our break spot. They are the ones that sponsor our keys to success. And talking with head coach TJ Dragasset, she told us that her team looks at 3 or 4 goals that they put on a whiteboard. They always change them before the match. And, I tried to pry a little bit and say, so what are some of those goals? She wouldn't give them all to me, but she did say we want to keep serve numbers low. We're looking for aces. And, anytime that team's libero, Reese Hand, heads to that back line in service, she is able to deliver those aces. She went on a nice little streak a couple matches ago, put 4 together. And another big key to success tonight for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes squad is going to be creating a cushion. They have played in some tight matches, but where they've been able to separate themselves is stringing 3, 4, 5 points together, giving themselves a lead and making it nearly impossible for the opposing team to come back and try to fight their way back into these games. So that'll be important for TJ Dragasset and her squad tonight. Another one is going to be commanding the net, and that is going to be able to be commanded by Brecken Hubner, the only 6-footer on the floor tonight, and she plays taller than that. When she gets up into the net, you better look out, and that goes for Briley Kafka and Jerea Walker, who are able to drop it in with some speed. One thing that I did want to mention that one of these other Lady Buffaloes does so well is Miss Casey Knight. When she's at the net, while she is only standing at 5'5", she is incredible at fooling defenses on where that next dump, pass, or swing is going to go. Casey Knight sets up ladies like Brecken Hubner and Jerea Walker and Briley Kafka for their slams and their spikes. But what she's able to do so well is catch the defense off guard and just dump it into no man's land. So hopefully we can see some of that from her tonight. We're getting set here moments away. Before we go any further, let's hear a word from our friends at the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, the Division of Consumer Protection, sponsoring tonight's game officials.
You just got a quote from a company and are now being billed for not choosing them. Many contracts have what's referred to as a contingency agreement. These typically state that if you don't go with them, you, after insurance has approved the repair work, will be charged a percentage of the job they quoted. Ask up front if they charge to provide an estimate. Never sign anything that you haven't fully read or understand. If you have any questions, reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
And tonight's officials will be Mr. Terry Keller and Miss Sharon Ferry. Todd Sandel, he must be sick or something because it seems like we've had Mr. Todd Sandel on every single match the past couple times. So his assistance must be needed somewhere else across the state tonight. But again, our introduction of game officials is sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, and it'll be Terry Keller and Sharon Ferry trying to keep things between the lines. Well, folks, we're under 3 minutes away from tipping this thing off, so we're going to step away. We'll have our national anthem while we're in the break. We'll meet our starting lineups. We'll let you know who's going to be taking the floor for both Stanley County and Dupree, and we'll get this thing underway. You're listening to Stanley County Lady Volleyball right here on KGFX.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
Titan Machinery is actively hiring service technicians to our Case IH team in Highmore, Miller, and Pierre. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make upwards of 6 figures. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, free single health care, and a generous tool allowance. For more information, log into titanmachinery.com/careers or contact Titan Machinery, your Case IH dealer, at 701-356-0130.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Wind Circle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. Wind Circle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
In the eyes of everybody here inside Parkview Auditorium as we're getting set. We've got both starting lineups down on the floor, and we'll tell you exactly who's going to be starting tonight. And we'll always start with our visiting Dupree Tigers. Tonight's starting lineup for them will be Miss Jasmine Longbreak, Minda Woodward, Charlie Etzkorn, Jessa Peterson, Kaylin Ward, and Karen Diver. And on the starting side for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes, usual starting lineups here tonight. The A team for the Lady Buffaloes and Miss TJ Dragasette. She'll see the senior Reagan Taylor, the senior Casey Knight, the senior Briley Kafka, and the senior Reese Hand, who's tonight's liberos. Of course, those seniors were honored before tonight's match. The rest of the starting lineup for the Lady Buffaloes, of course, Brecken Huden are going to be taking things over right in the middle. And Addie Deal and Jerea Walker also getting the start tonight for the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. They're tossing some T-shirts as they're getting announced. Some free souvenirs going around. A couple mini volleyballs tossed into the crowd, into the student section. We'll hope that none of those vintage little tiny volleyballs make their way onto the court as they did last time we were over here in Parkview Auditorium. You know, you get the free souvenirs, you got to hang on to them or else you're going to lose them. Somebody else is going to come by and take them. Stanley County in the home whites with a different look tonight. They've got the white tops, black bottoms. Reese Hand's libero jersey is purple, and the letters and numerals will be in purple for the white tops and yellow for the purple top for Miss Reese Hand. And Dupree in their road blacks with the purple sleeves down the side. They've got the yellow numerals, black bottoms. The libero tonight, Jessa Peterson wearing the pink October top with the white numbering and white lettering for her. We got the whistle. We got some excitement. We got a little bit of handshake action going on as both sides are getting ready to get underway. We'll be bringing you Agtegra timeouts. Big thanks to Bauman Lumber sponsoring our sports video. Our KGFX sports sponsor is Venture Communications. When we get to it, maybe in between sets 1 and 2, if Stanley County can make this a 3-setter, we'll bring you our CHS River Plains halftime break. Stanley County will be attacking from left to right on your radio dial here on KGFX. Final words from Miss Sharon Ferry to TJ Dragosette. We'll have our final late substitution as they do before the start of each match. Good crowd on hand here tonight. The student section always showing out for the Lady Buffaloes. They show out everywhere they go. If you weren't here with us during our Bankwest pregame show, the Lady Buffaloes got to break and charge through a banner tonight. First time we've seen that all season long. And if I got anything to do with it, they're going to start doing that more often. Brought the electricity up in here a full notch or two. So Dupree will take the first serve tonight. It'll be Minda Woodward to take it for the Tigers. She bounces it a couple times, waiting for the whistle to get things going. Along the back line, Briley Kafka, Reese Hand, and Reagan Taylor. Up front, Casey Knight, Brecken Hubner, and Addie Deal. Up front for the Tigers, Jasmine Longbreak, Kaylin Ward, and Jayza Starr. Serve coming across, played by Reagan Taylor on the first touch. Brecken Hubner looking for her first kill. Going to float it into no man's land. Diving save there from the Tigers. Popped across by Peterson. Kafka now from about midway back. Going to swing it across. Nice save there again from Peterson. Reese Hand doing a great job catching that deflection. Addie Deal swings it back across. Long volley to start things off here tonight as Starr swings it back the direction of Stanley County. Now Hubner with a kill. That one deflected at the net and kept alive by the Tigers. Another swing and a kill attempt going too long for Miss Jayza Starr. So at long last, the first point comes to an end, and Stanley County leads 1-0. I'll tell you, if that's the way that this match is going to go, we might be here a little while. Megan Sexton back in the booth tonight, keeping us up on air here for DRG Media Group. Casey Knight with the service for the Lady Buffaloes, sends it across. Two-handed swing from the Tigers. Reese Hand trying to get it up to Brecken Hubner. She couldn't get to it as she went diving down to her knees. That one popped up and into the net. So we're all tied at 1. Jayza Starr back to serve for the Tigers. 1-1 tie. Right hand sends it across. Reese Hand waiting. Kafka with the third touch. High arcing kill. Going to go long here on the near side. Starr holding the serve for the Tigers. Very similar colors. If you didn't know, it would look like an inter-squad scrimmage between the two. Serve coming across and kept alive by Hubner. Third touch coming for Kafka. Two-handed swing. Trying to set it up here near side for Kaylin Ward. Kaylin Ward swings it across. Hubner returns the favor. Popped up, and now the swing over the extended arms of Hubner is brought back to near side for the Tigers. Another kill attempt coming there from Minda Woodward, and that one is going to be deflected and out of play for Stanley County. So a 3-1 lead here for the Dupree Tigers. TJ Dragosette chases that ball down as it's scampered off behind the bleachers. Starr again with her third straight serve. Barely gets over the top of the net. Nice touch across by Casey Knight, but waiting for it was Ward. So come back Dupree's direction. Second touch will be swung across there from Etzkorn. Now a kill from Addie Deal falls in on the hardwood in front of a diving Jesus Starr. So on cue, Isabella Talamentes will check into this game. Addie Deal will take a seat after her first point of the match. Talamentes with a right-handed serve comes across, gets towards the back line for Peterson, and now a whistle at the net. They're going to say violation against Dupree, so we're all tied up at 3. After that kill from Addie Deal, the student section started a she's a freshman chant. So, of course, Miss TJ Dragasset loving the optics of having young Addie Deal taken over as Reese Hand comes and dives and saves that one. Swung across by Casey Knight, and a diving attempt from Starr goes under the net. So Casey Knight, as we mentioned in the pregame show, sponsored by Bank West, does a great job of catching the defense off guard, and she did so there. Talamentes with the lead, sends the serve across. Popped up by Peterson, near side. Ward with the kill, and it gets through the waiting hands of Hubner and Reagan Taylor. So Minda Woodward with a nice kill there. Back to serve Kaylin Ward for the Dupree Tigers. Serve into the net. And are we going to hear this ain't soccer chant from our student section? I'm waiting with bated breath. And there it is. So I'm picking things up here nice and quick as Brecken Hubner swings it across on the serve. High arching serve going to be returned from Woodward. Too long on the kill attempt at the net. And so this could be one of those runs that we were talking about in the pregame show, and now they're going to say there was a net violation there, and the point will actually go back towards Dupree, so wipe out any point I was going to make about putting a little cushion together. It's tied up at 5. Jasmine Longbreak on the serve, a perfectly placed serve since Reese Hand trotting back. The clenched fists of Reese Hand sends it right into the We Are SC banner behind the court. So Dupree reclaims the lead. Quickly serving is Longbreak, but that one about 10 feet too long. Hits along the baseline of the basketball court. And now Reagan Taylor looking to regain the lead for Stanley County. That serve just clips the top of the net and gets across to the Dupree side. Woodward with a two-handed swing across, trying to set up Kafka here on the kill, and it is deflected at the net, kept alive by Longbreak, and now swung back across by Woodward. Popped up again. Can Kafka get another look at it? She can, but a diving dig there from Jesus Starr, and now the kill from Woodward is good. Reese Hand went down to two knees to try to dig that one out, but too much pace from Woodward there, and the Dupree Tigers have a 7-6 lead. Woodward again with a high floating serve. Stanley County's direction. Casey Knight trying to drop it in front of two Tigers. It was Karen Diver, the winner of that deflection at the net for the Tigers. Now they've got themselves a 2-point lead. Woodward, Starr, and Diver at the front of the net for the Tigers. Serve comes across for Woodward. Kafka with a two-handed pop across the net. Trying to set up Starr. Had to backtrack for that one a little bit, so she was caught a little bit unbalanced. Dupree setting up Starr again. It's sent across the direction of Reese Hand, and now they're going to set up Kafka with a kill attempt. Deflected nicely at the net by Diver, kept alive, and now Starr sends it across. Diving save from Talamentes, much to the dismay of her bench, as they knew that one was going out of play. But Talamentes is always playing at a very, very high level, so she's going to go after any loose ball that she sees. You can't blame the effort there from Isabella Talamentes. And so now the serve coming from Woodward finds the net. So that'll be a service error against Dupree. And now Stanley County trailing by 2 gets the benefit of the serve back. Briley Kafka, our player of the game against Silly Buttes a couple nights ago, will take the serve here for Stanley County. Right-handed serve, just a bit long as she was looking for the ace. Now the lead back up to 3 for Dupree. Karen Diver back to serve. Couple steps, approaches the line, sends it across. Reese Hand, diving save, and now that swing from Casey Knight finds no man's land in Dupree's side. And Casey Knight usually waits until the second or third game to start deploying that soft swing, catching the defense off guard, but finding themselves trailing here early. She's got to go and soon. And Reese Hand with the serve across has now swung back her direction, and it was let go by Liberty Harrington. Thought that one was going to sail out of bounds. It finds the back corner. And Dupree, again, back up by 3. Serve from Etzkorn. Kafka set up for the kill. Too long. Linda Woodward did a good job watching that one sail by. And now a timeout taken by TJ Dragusin of the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. Folks, acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra Cooperative today. We'll take this time out with them. We'll be right back in 30 seconds with more Stanley County Volleyball on KGFX.
Dano's Marine in Fort Pierre is your one-stop shop for all things boats and watercraft. They are your local Vexus and Alumacraft boat dealer, some of the best boats on the water. Dano's also offers a full line of services to maintain your boat out of the water so you can enjoy more time on the water. Their certified technicians proudly service Yamaha, Mercury, and Evergreen motors. Stop in today to visit about your next watercraft. Dano's Marine, proud sponsor of Pierre and Fort Pierre athletics and events.
Stanley County trails 12-8. Charlie Etzkorn back to serve for the Tigers. Right-handed serve barely gets across the net. And Liberty Harrington went down to one knee to try to dig it out, but it went careening to her right into the stadium, into the stands, I should say, into this packed crowd. So 13-8, Tigers lead. Stanley County trying to find a rhythm here. Hasn't found it yet, but a net violation will award the point to Stanley County, and maybe that's what they need. So it's a 13-9 lead for the Tigers, but Stanley County gets the serve here, and it will be Casey Knight back to send it across. Low lining serve gets to the back line, popped up by Woodward, now swung across there by the Tigers, and it was Miss Ward. Now a soft touch there from Addie Deal goes into the net. And the Tigers get the serve back now, leading by 5. Jayza Starr back to serve again. Her second time serving here in game 1. Kafka will swing it back across. Couple of deflections still popped up in the air, now swung across by Dupree. Hubner gets her first touch at this point. Swings it across Dupree's direction. Now trying to set up Woodward on the kill. Diving save from Reese Hand. Gets it across. Waiting for it, Reagan Taylor. Now trying to set up Hubner on the kill. This one deflected at the net. Kept alive by Starr. Woodward with the right-hand swing. Reese Hand sends it back across. At the nets, kind of bouncing back and forth, now swung back Stanley County's direction. Going all the way across, trying to set up Addie Deal. Caught her a little bit off guard and out in front as that one comes careening into the net. And that cushion we had talked about in our pregame show that Stanley County has been so good at creating has been created by Dupree this time around. 15-9, the Tigers lead. Jayza Starr again on the serve, sends it across. Looking for Reagan Taylor on the kill, tried to dump it into no man's land, kept alive by the Tigers. Woodward sends it across with two hands in front of a diving Briley Kafka, and it's 16-9 Tigers. So Dupree and Jayza Starr have found the rhythm. Starr's serve coming across, Kafka two-hand touch. Setting up Reagan Taylor, that one deflected at the net, but out of play, so Stanley County cuts off the momentum there created by Jayza Starr and the Dupree Tigers. Addie Deal will head back to serve. And Addie Deal would love to go on a little bit of a run here. Right-hand serve perfectly placed off the deflection from Jessa Peterson. And that'll count as an ace for Addie Deal. So let's see if she can do it again. Peterson takes this one cleanly this time around. Woodward on the kill. Diving save by hand, but out of play. So Karen Diver will check back into the game for Jessa Peterson. For the Tigers, checking in Isabella Tilamentes, and Addie Deal will hit the bench. Leaping serve sent across by Kaylin Ward. Third touch coming for Brecken Hubner. Pops it across with two hands. Woodward again with the two-handed kill. That's been working for Minda Woodward tonight, and the Tigers, they lead 18-11 here in game number 1. Stanley County always wants to get that first game win. I don't know a team who doesn't, to be honest with you. But Dupree would feel very comfortable here if they were able to get game 1. Hubner with a swing across, saved, and a diving save there. Nicely done by Etzkorn. Swung back across the direction of the Lady Buffaloes. Casey Knight with the second touch, setting up Kafka with the kill. That one up, hits off the basketball hoop and comes straight down the elevator shaft. So Stanley County trying to claw their way back into this one. They trail by 6. Brecken Hubner back to serve. Hubner, the soft serve, comes across. Woodward, left-handed dump, and it is placed perfectly. It was deflected backwards by Stanley County. And that has got to be a talking point for TJ Dragoset, how to try to defend against Minda Woodward and what she's able to do at the net. Serve comes across from long break. Jerea Walker with a nice swing. Somehow kept alive along the Tiger bench there by Etzkorn. Now Jerea Walker with a kill and some intent behind that one. It was deflected by Diver up into the stands. So Jerea Walker with some force gets the point for Stanley County. They trail by 6. Reagan Taylor back to serve for the Buffaloes. That is a serve, and that's deflected almost up into the atrium here on the second level. Deflected away by Jesus Starr, but a nice serve from Reagan Taylor cuts it to 5. 19-14, Tigers lead. Reagan Taylor trying to cut into this deficit. This serve, a soft floater coming across. Woodward with the kill. Kept alive by Casey Knight and played back across by Walker. Into Woodward trying again on the kill. Diving dig there from Reese Hand. Kafka now sending it back across. Peterson kept alive. Third touch swung across there from Woodward. Kafka now trying to get the kill, and she does. Diver and Etzkorn at the net. But Kafka able to split both of them. So this thing far from over. As Reagan Taylor with the right-handed serve, her third in a row. Setting up Woodward on the kill, deflected at the net, somehow kept alive, and now the point will be awarded for Stanley County. They've cut it to 3. Reagan Taylor, the hot hand here. Another serve coming across. Peterson fields it. Can Woodward get the kill? That one straight into the net. The deficit is 2. So Stanley County has come all the way back from a 6-point deficit, cut it to 2. And I'll be interested to see if Chelsea Kelly, the head coach for the Tigers, takes a timeout here at any point. Reagan Taylor's serve comes across. Kept alive there from the Tigers. Now Kafka sends it back the other way. Kafka again on the third touch, and now Kafka another kill. And Stanley County is 1 point away from tying this thing up at 19. So the Lady Buffaloes have come storming back. Can they tie it up here? Reagan Taylor with the serve. Starr with the first touch, trying to set up Woodward on the far side, and she palms it, sends it down, and they're going to say that it was indeed a palm, and Stanley County's tied it up. So Woodward had the right idea, just held on to the ball a little bit too long, and it's 19-all here in game 1. Taylor's serve low, barely gets across the net. Peterson fields it. Woodward with the kill. Beautiful save and dig there from, looks like Reagan Taylor there. And now the dump across from Woodward this time is good for the Tigers, and they regain the 1-point lead. Linda Woodward, who's had a great first game here, back to serve for the Tigers. Right-handed pop across on the serve. Trying to set up Jorea Walker with the kill. Fielded nicely there by Woodward. Now Starr sends the kill across, and she got Talamentes off kilter. Moving off to her right, deflected back up into the scoreboard. So Dupree weathered that storm nicely from the Stanley County Buffaloes coming all the way back. They lead by 2 due to the Tigers. Woodward sends the serve across. Can Kafka get the kill? She sure can. Long break was there to try to dig it out, but it went deflected and bouncing all the way up. And now Minda Woodward going to take care of it herself. She goes up to the second level here. Retrieves the volleyball, so a unexpected little Agtegra timeout here. She retrieves the ball and rolls it back towards the direction of Briley Kafka, who's waiting for the serve. Kafka has it. Sent across. Tried to play it across and somehow got it over Jayza Starr. It hit the net on the Tigers side, but the momentum carried it across the top of the net and then just dropped it right into no man's land, and it hit hardwood, awarding the point to the Tigers. Diver will now serve for Dupree. She sends it across, and now a fight at the net between Casey Knight and Jayza Starr is won by Starr, and they're 2 points away from taking game one, and TJ Dragasset wants to try to cut off the momentum here for the Tigers. She takes the Agtegra timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the final points here of game number 1 on KGFX.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Scoreboard is the Dupree Tigers are 2 points away from taking game 1. TJ Dragasset took the Agtegra timeout, and a good time to remind you, Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. So barring a 5-point streak here from Stanley County, if they are to win this game, it's going to take some extra points. Diver sends the serve across. Jorea Walker with the kill and perfectly placed. Jorea Walker putting together a nice game 1 here. And down by 2, who else do you want back there but Reese Hand to serve here for the Lady Buffaloes. First serve twirling across, diving dig there from Minda Woodward. Kept alive for the moment, but the kill from Hubner is good, and they've cut the deficit back to 1. 23-22, Reese Hand still on the serve for the trailing Buffaloes. Twirling serve comes across, couldn't be played by Woodward, and it's tied at 23. And now Chelsea Kelly will take the timeout for the Dupree Tigers as we're all tied up. We'll stay right here. My goodness, what a game this has been. A little bit nip and tuck to start the game, and then Dupree ran away with it momentarily. They got up as much as 19-12. Stanley County came charging back, tied it up at 19 apiece. Dupree took another 2-point lead. Stanley County came back, tied it up at 21. Then Dupree got up 23-21. TJ Dragasset took a timeout. Whatever she told her team, it worked, because they tied it back up at 23. And the Tigers took the timeout, and Reese Hand still back to serve. You know, if you're Chelsea Kelly, you see it in football all the time, take a timeout to ice the kicker. Maybe that was her thought process with Reese Hand with the hot hand here. As it works, because the serve finds the net, so the service error from Reese Hand will give the Tigers a 1-point lead. They are 1 point away from winning game 1. And Charlie Etzkorn will take the serve here for Dupree. Serve barely crest the top of the net, dug out by Kafka, deflected beautifully back from Casey Knight at the net. First touch by Liberty Harrington goes falling in front of a diving Kafka, and just like that, Dupree takes game 1, 25-17. 28-23. So an exciting start to this match. We've got plenty more action coming for you. We're going to take our CHS River Plains halftime break. We'll be right back in 2.5 minutes with more Stanley County volleyball on KGFX.
Harvest is underway, and at CHS River Plains, we're here to help you finish strong.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
And of course, here at Parkview Auditorium, as all the pink is out, we've got plenty of pink here tonight. And the Dupree Tigers lead this match 1-0, taking game one 25-23. What an exciting game one that was. Hoping for that the rest of this match as Casey Knight sends the first serve of game two across. Diving dig there from the Tigers, and now a kill attempt coming from Addie Deal, but deflected beautifully at the net from Etzkorn. Now that swing coming across goes out of play just underneath our broadcast booth, and Dupree takes the 1-0 lead here in game number two. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart bringing you all the live action here from Parkview Auditorium tonight. Megan Sexton back in the booth. Etzkorn will take the serve here for the Tigers. Kafka gets the first touch for the Buffaloes, and Hubner with the kill and perfectly placed, deflected out of play by Woodward. 1-1 here in game number two. Addie Deal will now serve for the Lady Buffaloes. Her serve perfectly placed as Peterson deflected it almost up into our press box here. Student section for Stanley County loved that. And Deal do it again. Peterson fields this one cleanly. Sent back across by a long break. Reese Ham with the first touch, setting up Kafka on the kill. She places that one perfectly down the sideline, right in front of the Tiger bench. So Addie Deal trying to create a little cushion here for the Lady Buffaloes. They lead 3-1. And now the Tigers cut it within one as the serve goes long. So now serving for the Tigers, it looks like Jasmine Long. Nope, Jasmine's up at the net. Serving now is Jayza Starr. Starr sends it across. Hubner now with a kill. Deflected beautifully at the net by Kaylin Ward. So all tied up at 3 now after the beautiful play by Kaylin Ward at the net. Starr with the serve, played by hand. Kafka's second touch, a little miscommunication between Kafka and Casey Knight, but it's able to be swung across by the Buffaloes. Dumped in by Ward right in front of Huebner. Hits her on the shoelaces. So Dupree regains the lead. Starr serve sends Reese Hand trotting back. Plays it with the two hands. Kafka's kill will drop in on the hardwood right in front of a diving Jesus Starr. So now we're tied back up at 4. And now there's a fan trying to take a picture of the student section right in front of where Brecken Huebner's trying to serve, and we got to take a little break here as the fan is now escorted off the hardwood, and now Brecken Huebner gets back to business with the serve. Played back across by Woodward. And Jerea Walker with the kill, deflected away there by Etzkorn, but out of play. I don't blame that fan for wanting to get a picture of the student section as they're out in numbers tonight, but, maybe wait till one of our Ag Tegra timeouts. As the serve from Huebner comes across, Kafka waiting on the first touch there. Long break was able to swing it back across. Jerea Walker went elevating up in the air and slammed it home for the Lady Buffaloes. And now our photographer fan trying to sneak back in for another picture. Huebner with the serve coming across. Played by Peterson. Now trying to set up Woodward on the kill. Deflected up by Casey Knight. Huebner with the second touch. Dumped in by Jerea Walker. Getting it back towards the net. The Tigers with a beautiful dump across there. Oh, what a play from Minda Woodward. So she sent the swing across the low liner across the net. A diving save from the Lady Buffaloes, but it came back across right to Woodward, and she was able to drop it back in. Stanley County still leads 6-5, make it 7-5 on the service error from Kaylin Ward. And so you can probably hear the This Ain't Soccer chants from our packed out student section. Liberty Harrington will serve now for the Lady Buffaloes, played by Peterson. Long break with a soft touch across. Diving save there from Isabella Talamentes. Still alive somehow. We'll see who the point is awarded to. They're going to say, well, we're waiting patiently. They're going to give that point to Dupree. They're going to say a net violation there from Stanley County. So the Tigers trail 6-7, but they do have the serve. It'll be Jasmine Longbreak with it. Reese Hand's first touch gets up to Casey Knight, who dumps it in front of the Tigers, and an over-the-head touch from Etzkorn goes into the net. And it's 8-6 Lady Buffaloes. Addie Deal will check back in for Isabella Talamentes. Briley Kafka will serve for the Lady Buffaloes. Serve comes across, and now the third touch just dumped in by Woodward. And now a nice touch by Jerea Walker to get it back in. Woodward sending it back across the Stanley County direction. Knight popping it up for Jerea Walker. Kill was deflected at the net, but they're going to say it was too long there from Walker, and Dupree doing a nice job not letting this thing get too far ahead of them. It's 8-7, Stanley County with the lead. Back to serve Minda Woodward. Woodward's right-handed serve saved there by Kafka down, and Jerea Walker dumps it across. Somehow kept alive by Jesus Starr, and it just happens to find some open hardwood on the Stanley County side of things. So now we're tied up at 8. Woodward again with the serve. And with the ace, so she was able to drop it right in where that last point fell. Briley Kafka with a diving pancake attempt was unable to get it up high enough. So Minda Woodward with a really nice job reading where the open floor was and placing the ball right there. This serve finds Reese Hand. Casey Knight setting up Jerea Walker, and that's tailor-made for Jerea Walker as the kill touched nobody but the hardwood. And we are back tied up at 9. Reese Hand again to serve. Twirling serve. Gets to Jasmine Longbreak, who gets it across to Peterson, who swings it back the Buffalo direction. Casey Knight trying to set up Huebner. Good passing as Huebner gets the kill. Casey Knight facilitating. Brecken Huebner killing. Reese Hand again with the serve. This one with a little backspin on it. Beautiful kill from Jaza Starr. Can Reese Hand get to it? She can. Can it be swung across by Casey Knight? It cannot. That one was discombobulated from the start after the beautiful send across from Jaza Starr. Karen Diver, the 6-foot freshman, back to serve for the Tigers. Here comes Hubner with a kill attempt. That one going to be deflected, and did it touch Jasmine Longbreak? They're going to say it did not. Now we're waiting. There's a little bit of confusion between Terry Keller and Sharon Ferry, and now they will award the point to Stanley County. So that took a little bit of questioning there, but Stanley County does get the point. Casey Knight will go all the way back to about that back padding along Parkview Auditorium. Will trot up and sends the serve across with the right hand. First touch there. And somehow the Tigers keep it alive. It's swung across by Dupree, but Hubner with the kill, and that's perfect for her. She's starting to get warmed up. It's 12-10. Stanley County leads. Another nice setup there from Casey Knight. Knight, another serve sent across. First touch made by Woodward, and now popped across there from Etzkorn. And Casey Knight trying to dump it in and catch them off guard, but it's kept alive by the Tigers. Swung back Stanley County's direction. Kafka with a two-handed swing. And they're trying to set up Starr. It's deflected at the net, but down at the feet of Brecken Hubner and Journey Schnee. So it's been Starr and Woodward at the net that's been doing great work for the Tigers here in this match. The serve comes across from Etzkorn. That one is out of bounds, and a service error goes against Dupree. Awards the point to Stanley County. Talamentes checking in for Deal. 13-11, Stanley County with the lead. Talamentes with a couple slaps of the volleyball against the hardwood. Now's got it and sends the serve across. And Dupree lets that one float long. (13-12), Stanley County with the lead. Tigers with the serve. Starr sends that serve across, so back-to-back service errors from either side. And it's 14-12. Hubner with the serve now for Stanley County. High floating serve comes across. Woodward with the kill right to where no Stanley County player was. It was along the near side back corner. It'll be Kaylin Ward to serve now for the Tigers as Karen Diver checks back into the match for Jessa Peterson. Reese Hand digs the serve out. Casey Knight trying to set up Schnee. Schnee with a beautiful touch and dump right into a little spot of hardwood where no Tigers were prowling. So now Liberty Harrington will take a moment to tie her left shoe. And we'll remind you, folks, we've got our Family Dental Appear post-game show coming up after this. Family Dental Appear in Gettysburg, I should clarify, as Liberty Harrington sends the serve across. This one dumped in right towards Jorea Walker. She keeps it alive, and now Reese Hand will swing it back across on the third touch for the Buffaloes. And they were trying to set somebody up here near side. Karen Diver was in the area, but she vacated it. Linda Woodward came over, and now the Tigers discussing who was supposed to be where. Stanley County will take it. They now lead by 3. Liberty Harrington with another serve. Long break will try to send it across. Kafka deflected at the net, but out of play, bouncing into the Stanley County bench. So now long break on to serve for the Tigers, but off the right side of her hand and floats and dives into the net. So Stanley County creeping up in towards the 20s. They've got a 17-14 lead. And now Briley Kafka on the serve to try to make it an even bigger lead for the Buffaloes. Jessa Peterson digs it out. Sending up Woodward on the kill, and it comes right into the chest of Addie Deal. Bounces around a couple times, and the point will die there. Tigers cutting it to within 2. Woodward throws the ball way up into the sky, and there it goes down right in front of a diving Liberty Harrington. There is sky beyond the ceiling of our Parkview Auditorium here as Woodward's second serve now catches Briley Kafka off guard, got her right in the biceps. And we're all tied up at 17. So Dupree has come storming back from trailing here. Woodward with the right-handed serve, going to fall right down into the waiting arms of Reese Hand, and a kill attempt from Addie Deal at the net. They're going to say net violation, and Dupree has reclaimed the lead, 18-17. Serve comes across. Reese Hand, Casey Knight trying to catch him off guard with the dump. Karen Diver and Jorea Walker fighting at the net for it. Still popping around, chasing after it into the bench. Liberty Harrington, and that one going to be played by a fan. Unfortunately, she lost her eligibility years ago. It won't count. And the point goes to Dupree. 19-17 they lead, and they can take a commanding 2-0 lead with a couple more points here. Into Woodward with the right-handed serve, still on the service. Feels like it's been forever. Here comes the kill from Jorea Walker. Did that one catch line? It did. Chelsea Kelly agrees with the line's judge. 18-19. Can Reese Hand get Stanley County back in front? Serve comes across. Jessa Peterson dives, but the twirling action on the ball is what makes that serve from Reese Hand so deadly. We're tied at 19. Reese Hand, right-handed serve, sends long break trotting back. Karen Diver sends it back across. Casey Knight with the right-handed dump. Deflected by Starr. Now Knight setting up Hubner on the kill. That one is nearly successful, and it is after a couple deflections from the Tigers, and Stanley County reclaims the 1-point lead. Action on top of action here at Parkview Auditorium. Reese Hand's right-handed serve. Played by the Tigers, swung across by Starr, popped up by Deal. Knight gets to it. And it's going to die right in front of the net. Karen Diver was there for the deflection. 20 apiece. Diver will now take the serve for the Tigers. Brecken Hubner now trotting over to it. Gets it across with the two hands. And now the kill attempt coming, but deflected at the net by Hubner. And that's going to be point Buffaloes. Really impressive play there from Brecken Hubner with two Tigers right in her face, but she uses her size to her advantage. Hubner swinging it across. Pushed back the other way by the Tigers. Hubner two-handed swing back the direction of Dupree. Popped up. First touch by Deal. Swung across by Knight. Good volley going here. Deja Starr gets the kill, as I believe it might have been deflected by Hubner momentarily at the net, and it falls in on the hardwood. Dupree's got the 2-point lead. Dragiset takes the timeout. We'll take it with her. We'll be right back. It's a 22-20 lead for the Dupree Tigers. We'll finish this game 2 up when we return here on KGFX.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a re-carpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology. You'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
Right here is Dupree leads 22-20 in game number 2. They took game 1, 25-23. TJ Dragoset took our AgTegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local AgTegra cooperative today. Stanley County departing from the bench. Looking to try to claw back in this one. Would hate to go down 2-0. Karen Diver quickly gets back to the serve for the Tigers. Casey Knight popping it up, trying to set up Huebner on the kill. It's deflected at the net by Kaylin Ward. Back the Buffaloes' direction, and it's 23-20. Tigers lead. Diver another serve, sent across. Kafka first touch since Casey Knight trotting over. Now Reese Hand with the third touch will get it across, and it was deflected at the net by Ward, and they couldn't surmount the bouncing ball, could the Tigers, so Stanley County able to get the point. 23-21, Stanley County trails. Reagan Taylor checking back into this game. Casey Knight back to serve for the Lady Buffs. Knight sends it across. Dug out by the Tigers, and now Starr will just backwards pop it over the net. Here comes Huebner with a soft touch in. Jessa Peterson goes down to 2 knees to save it. Knight trying to set up Deal on the far side. Beautifully done. Popped up. Still alive. Can they get it across? They can. The Tigers, what a play. We'll get you the names on how that all happened once this point concludes, as it's sent across and dumped in by Kaylin Ward in front of the diving Casey Knight. So Jesus Starr and Charlie Etzkorn somehow kept that point alive after the kill came from the Stanley County side. They almost played that one from the bathrooms. That's how far back that one went. Etzkorn with the serve. Huebner dumps it in. Somehow kept alive by Woodward, and now popped around but falling in front of the Dupree Tigers, and Stanley County staying alive. The Tigers lead 24-22 here in game 2. Reese Hand will serve for Stanley County. It looks like she's going to give it off to Isabella Talamentes, who recently checked in here for Addie Deal. We'll see if Talamentes can keep this game going. Right-handed serve, played up by Woodward. Popped for long break. Deflected back the Dupree direction. Starr will send it back Stanley County's way. Huebner trying to dump it into no man's land. Chasing back after it on the second touch. Woodward played across on the third touch by long break. Reagan Taylor will pop it high up into the rafters as it comes across Dupree's direction. Starr with the kill attempt. Blocked by Huebner. Kept alive by the Tigers. Reese Hand plays it over to Kafka. Kafka dumping it down. Pushed along. Reese Hand dives over to get to it. Huebner swings it across. Long volley going here. Starr with the kill. Too long. 23-24. Stanley County trails, but they're on the serve. Talamentes again looking to serve here for Stanley County. Service sent in. Jessa Peterson swings it back the direction of the Buffaloes. Casey Knight setting up Huebner. Huebner with a soft two-handed dump, and it finds the hardwood. We're tied at 24. So we've got a timeout on the floor taken by Chelsea Kelly as we're all knotted up at 24 apiece. My goodness, what action we're seeing here in this match. Let's remind you, in game 1, Dupree took it 25-23. Dupree was leading 24-21 here in game number 2, but 3 straight points from the Lady Buffaloes have tied things up at 24. And again, folks, we'll remind you we'll have coverage of Stanley County versus Potter County tomorrow night right here on KGFX. As Stanley County, a must-win game if they want to have an opportunity to be playing in the postseason. Talked with head coach Max Foth today on our production call, and my goodness, has he dealt with some crazy injuries thus far this season. The injury bug bit them early and bit them hard, but he's been doing what he can to try to piece the team together. They got down to 17 players last week. As the serve comes in here from Isabella Talamentes, 24 apiece. Hubner trying to set up Kafka on the kill, but it's a bit long, and Dupree is 1 point away from taking a 2-0 lead in this match. Serve coming from the Tigers. Jesus Starr popped up by hand, setting up Kafka far side. Kill into the net. Dupree wins game 2, 26-24. So Stanley County has found themselves in a deep hole, trailing by 2 games. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with game number 3 here on KGFX.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Stay at Mobridge Country Inn and Guide Service, locally owned on Highway 12 and 20 West. Enjoy clean linens, plenty of amenities, and a comfortable stay with authentic country hospitality. The inn is within walking distance to most of the town's attractions. Guests can enjoy continental breakfast, barbecue grills, HD cable TV, microwaves, refrigerators, free Wi-Fi, and much more throughout the property. Book guided fishing trips through the front desk. Proud supporter of all South Dakota high school activities.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
On a boat on a fishing show with it's like Roland Martin or somebody of that nature. Some exciting action here between the break and our CHS Plains halftime break. We had a 50-50 raffle winner. Stanley County fan here along the near side bleachers, and by the looks of how many tickets she had, I don't know if she's going to be breaking even or what on that investment. The pot was $202, and I'd say she had about $202 worth of raffle tickets there, but congratulations to our 50-50 raffle ticket winner. You can't win if you don't buy, right? That's what I always say. Still have yet to win my share of the 50-50 raffle. A good way to generate some money for the Stanley County Booster Club, one of our great sponsors here tonight. Dupree leads 2-0. They'll be on the serve here. It'll be Miss Charlie Etzkorn. Perfect serve, diving, saved by Reese Hand, but dumped in front of the Tigers by Casey Knight. And that's a good start here to game number 3. So it's been nip and tuck both ways. Either team have gotten big leads, but the opposing team has been able to claw their way back in. Second serve from Knight, a lining serve, frozen rope. It's played back across by Jesus Starr. Casey Knight with the second touch here. Reagan Taylor with the kill deflected at the net. And kept alive by the Tigers. Starr again with the serve, but a net violation against Stanley County will award the point to the Tigers. So Jesus Starr back to serve and puts it right into the net for the service error. And Stanley County will happily take it. Addie Deal twirling the ball a couple times in the left hand. Trying to get the right feel here before her serve. Now she sends it across. Twirling, nice serve there, played by Jessa Peterson. Punched across, but out of play as Jasmine Longbreak was trying to get it parallel to the net and drop it right in front of Reagan Taylor, but she wisely saw it through and let it fall out of play. 3-1 Stanley County with the lead. Addie Deal delivers another serve, but a bit long. That one did not have the forward spin necessary to get it to dive along that back line. Addie Deal been trying to find that little space on the serve. She'll find it sooner or later. The serve here from Kaylin Ward finds the net, so 2 service errors and as many tries for the Dupree Tigers here in game number 3. Gives Stanley County the 4-2 lead. Brecken Hubner back to serve now for the Lady Buffaloes. She'll pop it slowly up and over the top of the net. 2 knees sliding, saved by Peterson. Popped across by Minda Woodward. Kept alive. Kafka now with the kill. Deflected and dug nicely there from Starr. Trying to set up Woodward here on the near side, and she finds the perfect bit of space along the near side sideline on that Stanley County end, and it's 4-3. The Tigers trail, but they get the serve back. So Jasmine Longbreak will take the serve now for the Tigers. Longbreak, another service violation coming for the Tigers. So a pretty clean match thus far to this point for Dupree, but they've had 3 service errors, and that's 5 of the Stanley County points here. Reagan Taylor with the ace. Jessa Peterson and Longbreak were back there. They both decided to watch it sail, and much to the pleasure of Reagan Taylor, she got the ace, and she'll get the serve again here. This one floating high, less trajectory on it. Karen Diver tries to get it across, but it's out of play. Bounces up into the student section. So now Reagan Taylor has cushioned a 4-point lead here for Stanley County. It's 7-3. Taylor served, dug by Peterson, swung across there by Etzkorn. Jareo Walker with the kill. That one successful. 8-3 Lady Buffs lead. The Lady Buffs will have to win 3 straight games if they want to take this match, trailing 2-0. Reagan Taylor with the hot hand sends the serve across. Etzkorn swings it back the Lady Buffs direction, setting Briley Kafka up for a kill. That one deflected at the net and out of bounds. It'll be point Tigers. Minda Woodward back to serve for Dupree. Front end spinning serve sent across, popped by Talamentes up towards Casey Knight, but out of Riley Kafka's zip code. She couldn't get to that one in time. It went out of bounds, and now it's a 3-point deficit for the Tigers. Woodward to serve again. Played by hand, set up for Walker. Walker with the kill off the hand of Peterson and out of play, and it's now again a 4-point lead for Stanley County. Kafka gets the nod on the serve. Waits for the whistle now, sends it across. Diving save by Peterson. Swung back. Casey Knight now with a kill. Diving dig there from Etzkorn. Now Starr will send it across and somehow is able to coffin corner it in the back right corner. And Dupree not letting the deficit loom too large. They cut it down to 3. Karen Diver back to serve now. This one clips the top of the net, gets over on the Stanley County side, kept alive and swung across by Jareo Walker. This one just played across by Kaylin Ward now on the 3rd touch. They're trying to set up Addie Deal on the kill. That one twirls in along the line, and it's 10-6. Stanley County leads. Reese Hand back to serve now for the Lady Buffaloes. This one just diving in over the top of two defenders and right in front of Jasmine. Long break and ace for Reese Hand. Second serve from Reese Hand, just a bit out of play. So she got the ace, but follows it up with the service error, and it's 11-7. Stanley County leads Dupree and Charlie Etzkorn with the serve. She punches it across the way with the fist, popped up by Deal, now sent across by Reese Hand. Etzkorn gets to it. Jessa Peterson's second touch. That was actually the third touch there, signaled by Sharon Ferry, our official down on the far side of the floor. So now Casey Knight will head back to serve for the Lady Buffaloes. And that one right into the net. So Stanley County able to create a little bit of a cushion, but Dupree finding ways to just kind of inch their way back in. If they could clean up the service errors, could Dupree, this would be a much closer game than it would be right now. And another service error right on cue from Jesus Starr. That's their fourth error from the service line for the Dupree Tigers. And let's just, for the benefit's sake, say that they would win those serves. It would be a one-point match. Instead, Stanley County leads by 5. Talamentes back to serve now. High floating serve, sends Starr trotting back. She gets to it. Etzkorn swings it over to Woodward, who dumps it across. Now Kafka returns the favor and finds the perfect spot of Hardwood to dump it in, too. And now a timeout will be taken. I didn't see who took the timeout, but we'll take it with them. It's our Agtegra timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more volleyball action here from Parkview Auditorium.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here's your ticket with Live Ticket TV. With over 90 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you advertise locally with just your team or reach the region and state. Plus, a portion of all sales go directly back to the school. Get a hold of Todd Sandel today and let's get started in building your brand with Live Ticket TV.
With the Game 3 lead, but the Dupree Tigers have a 2-0 game lead here in the match. Stanley County going to have to put together some sort of comeback. Their fans are here for it. They just started the wave down below. Energy is high here in Parkview Auditorium on senior night. Talamentes sends the serve across. Jessa Peterson with the first touch gets it over to Etzkorn. Etzkorn right back to Peterson, who swings it back to Stanley County direction. Talamentes touches it, swung across by Casey Knight. Diving pick there from Jesus Starr. Swung across by a long break. They set up Kafka with the kill. That one perfectly done. Almost took the head off of our official, Sharon Ferry, but she was able to get out of the way. Point awarded to Stanley County. Now it's we're going to wait for the scoreboard to update. There it is. Now it's 15-8. Stanley County extending the lead. Talamentes on the serve. Jessa Peterson digs it out. Etzkorn's second touch, and that one going to pop across the net, but out of bounds. Stanley County kind of settling in here. You just hope it wasn't too little too late as they trail 2-0. Talamentes serve, lining across, played by Starr, put her down to her backside, though. A beautiful, beautiful job serving there. And as it continues for Talamentes, 17-8, Stanley County extends the lead. Talamentes twirls it in her left hand, but that one dives into the net. So now the Tigers will be on the serve. It'll be Galen Ward who sends it across. Diving dig from Reese Hand. Hubner gets it over to Talamentes, who swings it across. Popped up for Woodward. Beautifully dug out by Casey Knight. Etzkorn popping it up. Woodward going to try it again, and she dumps it in right in front of Reese Hand. So we've seen some good comebacks in this match thus far. If Dupree is able to come back from this one down 17-9, now 17-10, that would be the most impressive thus far. Caleb Ward again with the serve. That one out of play, though. It's 18-10 now, Stanley County. So Hubner will serve. Right-handed pop across. Jessa Peterson up to Edscorn. Woodward just going to do two-handed punch across. Knight trying to set up Schnee, but the kill is too long. Jasmine Longbreak, the senior, standing at 5'5", will send it across for the Tigers. Kafka dives down to it to get to it. Now she plays it across, perfectly placed. You know, she got that ball right at the middle of the net, but was able to angle it towards the Dupree bench. That's really good peripheral vision there from Briley Kafka. Schnee with the serve. Here comes Woodward with the kill attempt. Deflected at the net by Casey Knight. Jessa Peterson got the pancake, but there was going to say a net touch there. Signaled by Sharon Ferry. Now Stanley County with a comfortable 9-point lead, leading 20-11. Schnee again sends it across. Edscorn trying to set up Woodward, and she does so nicely. Woodward was able to just drop it in over the top of Jerea Walker and Journey Schnee. Into Woodward back to serve now for the Tigers. End over end serve, gets across the way now. Briley Kafka with the right-handed just pushes it across. Edscorn gets it over to Longbreak. Casey Knight setting up Kafka. Kafka trying to dump it in. What a save, diving for Minda Woodward, but it's out of play right in front of the Stanley County bench. And now Briley Kafka will head back to the back line to take the serve for Stanley County. Low lining serve played by Peterson up to Edscorn. And now Jesus Starr with a nice kill attempt. Running over to try to save it was Casey Knight, but a business decision made as she was bearing down on the bleachers. Dupree trails 21-13. It'll be Karen Diver back to serve. Diver with the most nonchalant serve you'll see. As Addie Deal sends the kill across, two-handed punch from Longbreak. Nice diving save by Diver. Swung back across by Casey Knight, played back Stanley County's direction. Soft touch and what a play there from Edscorn with a left fist to keep it alive. Swung back Stanley County's direction. Now Casey Knight trying to set up Addie Deal on the kill. That one kept alive by Woodward. Popped up and swung across by Starr. Casey Knight setting up Walker. Walker with the kill. It's deflected away by Edscorn and out of play. 22-13. Stanley County 3 points away from their first game win of this best-of-5 match. So Reese Hand can try to put it away here with three nice serves as it's 22-13. Serve dives across the net. Starr with the kill. Deflected away by Hubner at the net. Are they going to say it hit the line? The lines judge says it did. No, they're going to say it was out. Looked like it did hit the line. I don't mean to disparage our lines judge here, nor Terry Keller, but that one did hit the line. So Stanley County getting the short end of the stick on that one, but they play on 22-14. Touch across by Casey Knight. Perfectly done. She is so good with that periphery to be able to find a little bit of open space on the floor and catch the Tigers off guard. So now Stanley County 2 points away from getting the Game 3 win. Casey Knight back to serve. Hubner, as it swung across her direction, will try to get the kill, but it'll go too long. 23-15. Dupree trails. Back to serve will be Jayza Starr. Starr with the right hand sends it across, played up by Deal. Now trying to set up Reagan Taylor on the kill. That one successful for the moment, but kept alive by Jessa Peterson. Somehow, point still going. Dumped in by Casey Knight. Diving save from Etzkorn. Played across by Peterson. Kafka with the touch. Hubner with the light pop over the net. Peterson trying to set up Woodward. Woodward dumps it in with the left hand. That was purely facilitated from the effort from Etzkorn and Peterson on the earlier point. And I wish we had a big play of the game sponsor, because that would be it. That point was over. Stanley County was celebrating, but Dupree, with the sheer effort, keeps it alive. And Jesus Starr, with a little bit too much adrenaline, just fires it into the net on the serve. And Stanley County's 1 point away from their first win of the night. So Addie Deal will take the serve. That one just puts the top of the net and drops in for the ace. So Stanley County gets the win on the Addie Deal ace in game number 3, 25-16. They trail 2-1 now, but that was a decisive game 3 there for Stanley County. They get the win, and they'll head into the break. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more Stanley County volleyball action right here on KGFX.
Grossenberg Implement just made it easier to find good used equipment. Just go to grossenberg.com and see what used equipment we have that you may want to upgrade to. Lots of 2023 units between tractors, combines, and everything in between. Stop into any of our 9 locations or browse online to see what will fit your operation. Grossenberg Implement has several late models available and great financing to help you with the cash flow. Visit with Grossenberg Sales Pros today to see what will fit your needs.
Core Cares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. Core Cares, proudly serving our community.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Stanley County gets the Game 3 win, so they stay alive as Dupree took Games 1 and 2. Game 1 went to Dupree 25-23, 26-24 in Game 2 for the Tigers. Stanley County comes roaring back in Game number 3, 25-16, and that brings us on the precipice of Game number 4. Hello, everybody. Justin Cowart bringing you all the live action here from Parkview Auditorium. If you're listening on KGFX, it's Megan Sexton back in the booth keeping you on air, bringing you all the ads tonight. If you're watching on drgnews.com, the great Brian Menning bringing you all the great camera work tonight via Live Ticket TV. Excited to have Brian Menning up in the press box tomorrow night for our football action from Ole Williamson Field. So Stanley County seeming to find their rhythm there in game number 3. Not that they hadn't found it in games 1 and 2, but they were assisted by Dupree a little bit on some service errors early on in game number 3 that assisted a little bit of that cushion. Casey Knight will head back to serve here in game number 4 to get us underway for the Lady Buffaloes. Sends it across low, popped up in the air and into the net, and unable to get it across was Kaylin Ward. So a good start to game number 4 for the Lady Buffaloes. Knight back to serve again. Right-handed serve. Diving in front of it. Minda Woodward went down to 2 knees, but some great diving spin action on that serve from Casey Knight delivers the 2-0 lead here for Stanley County. This serve crests to the top of the net, clips it just a bit, but kept alive there from Ward. Now swung back across Reese Hand's direction. Now setting up Hubner on the kill. Did it touch the line? It did not. Just a bit out of play. Edscorn on to serve here for the Dupree Tigers. Popped up, Addie Deal with a nice touch across. What a diving pancake there from Edscorn to keep it alive. Dumped in by Kaylin Ward. And Dupree gets the point and ties it up. I have been so impressed, not only with the play from Minda Woodward and Charlie Edscorn, but the effort nonetheless from these Lady Tigers. As Edscorn sends the serve across, net violation against Dupree. Nope, that's going to go against Stanley County. So Dupree reclaims the lead. Edscorn with another serve. Riley Kafka with a two-handed punch across the net. Popped up for long break, trying to get it to Starr. She had to do a pinwheel to get it across, but does so successfully. Here comes the kill attempt from Addie Deal, a bit long. So Edscorn again with the serve. Popped up by Kafka. Played by Hubner. Now a kill attempt from Reagan Taylor. Softly played across for Jessa Peterson. Starr with the kill attempt. Diving dig from Riley Kafka and played across there by Reagan Taylor, but nobody there for Stanley County, and it's a 5-2 lead Dupree. Edscorn another serve. Knight trying to set up Addie Deal, who pops it across. Now Edscorn trying to set up Jaza Starr. Deflected nicely by Stanley County. Second touch there from Riley Kafka. Played across by Reese Hand. Back across for Reagan Taylor. Casey Knight pops it across. Peterson fields. Starr with the kill. Deflected by Hubner. Now played across by, oh my goodness, another great play from Jaza Starr. She dumps it in after the deflection from Hubner. Edscorn again with the serve and the ace. Dupree on a run here. I would expect Dragoset to take its timeout, and she does, as she feels things slipping away momentarily here for Stanley County. Agtegra reminds you acres ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. We'll take a 30-second break, get a little bit of water, air it out a little bit. We'll be right back after this on KGFX.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Comes across, Reese Hand traversing along the back line, played up by Briley Kafka. Reagan Taylor has her pass deflected across at the net, kept alive by Reese Hand. Now Knight trying to set up Hubner on the kill, deflected nicely by Ward at the net. Jaza Starr will play it across. Reese Hand stepping in front of that one. Hubner now with a soft touch, trying to get it in, but it's kept alive by Long Break, who plays it up to Jaza Starr, and now popping around a couple times, popcorn it down to the floor. And Dupree with yet another point. They're on a 7-point run. Edscorn now another serve. Kafka down, digs it out. Hubner plays it across. Edscorn just pops it across to keep it out of harm's way. Reese Hand now with a kill. Deflected and dug out by the Tigers. Played across, diving save there. Streaking across to it was Addie Deal. Starr now with a kill as that one nose dives along the back line. My goodness, Dupree in a fury of points here leads 9-2. Edscorn again, and the right hand of Edscorn finally cools off as that service violation brings an 8-point streak rather to an end. They lead 9-3. What a run. Addie Deal with the serve. That one long. So Stanley County's got their work cut out for them in game number 4. They trail 2-1 and trail this game 10-3. Jay's Star with the serve. Reese Hand pops it up along the back line. Casey Knight has it, plays it across for Kafka, who swings it. Peterson trying to set it up. Oh, nicely done by Reagan Taylor to dump it in, but kept alive by Woodward. And Edscorn pops up the swing. Woodward again with just a little soft touch across. Reese Hand goes diving to the hardwood to save it. Briley Kafka plays it across. Peterson popping it up for Woodward. Woodward spins around, plays it up and over her head, Stanley County's direction. Kafka tries to dump it in, but it's out of bounds. Star again with the serve. Kafka's got the first touch. Hubner swings it across. Peterson's got it. Woodward with a too-tough touch goes long. And Stanley County gets the point, but they trail 11-4. Hubner waiting patiently to serve. Now gets her footing right. Sends it across. Diving attempt and dug out by Jayza Star. Swung back across for the Tigers. Woodward now with a kill. Gets Talamentes a little tied up, but she's able to get it back across as Jerea Walker actually had the swing off the first touch there. Played in by the net. Popping around a couple times. Jasmine Longbreak gets the kill for Dupree. They lead 12-4. Serve coming across from Kaylin Ward, played up by hand. Now Kafka with the right-handed punch across the net. Edscorn trying to set up long break. Kafka there for the deflection at the net. Back Dupree's direction. Woodward going to swing it across. Talamentes there with the two-handed clinch fist. Kafka with a kill attempt, but right into the net. Bounces right back towards her. So Stanley County playing from behind, something that they haven't really had to deal with here in the past 3 wins that they've had in a row. Kaylin Ward, another nice serve across for Briley Kafka. Walker with the kill attempt as that one's deflected by long break and it falls in. So Stanley County gets the point. They're still trailing by 8. They need somebody to go on a little bit of a run here from the service line. We'll see if Liberty Harrington can answer the call. Hey, that one's out of play. That one is out of play. Excuse me, folks. Sorry about that. That one just goes a little bit long. But the point will be awarded to Stanley County, 13-6. Harrington again with the serve. And an ace from Liberty Harrington. So this is exactly what the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes needed. She cuts the deficit down now to 6. Harrington, another ace. So Stanley County stampeding back into this game, number 4. They trail now by 5. Harrington's serve comes across, punched up in the air by Chessa Peterson. Bounces off a couple Lady Buffaloes and back across the end line. So the Tigers shut off the valve momentarily as these Lady Buffaloes were trying to come back into this one. They now trail by 6 due the Lady Buffaloes. Tigers on with the serve. Long break sends it across. That one is played by 2 diving Buffaloes into the hands of Terry Keller in the tower. It's 15-8 Dupree, and now it's crunch time for Stanley County as they need points, and they need them desperately right now. Long break again with the serve. Popped up by Talamentes. Casey Knight now playing it to Kafka with the kill, and it couldn't be saved by a diving Jayza Star. Alimentes will check out. Addie Deal back into the match. Briley Kafka heading back to serve now for Stanley County. Kafka's forward spinning turn serve gets to Jessa Peterson, played across. Can Jorea Walker get the kill? She cannot. It's a bit too long. So TJ Dragasset kind of pacing up and down the Stanley County bench, wondering when would it be time to take another timeout, try to regroup. As Minda Woodward sends it across for the Tigers. Setting up Deal on a kill attempt, deflected by Karen Diver, sent back across by Starr, and all the Lady Buffaloes were on one side of the court. Starr put it where they were not. And here comes the timeout from TJ Dragasset. Dupree is pumped up. They can taste this win. They lead 17-9 here in game number 4, leading the match 2-1. We'll be right back after this Agtegra timeout right here on KGFX.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Packed out Parkview Auditorium on senior night, and they take the first 2 games. Stanley County came back and won game 3, but Dupree with a 17-9 lead here in game number 4, looking to get out of here with the victory. Minda Woodward with the serve. Gets it across, played by Liberty Harrington, and now swung back across by Briley Kafka. Starr with the kill. That one dives in, and Reese Hand is able to dig it out. Jorea Walker with the kill, somehow saved by Karen Diver and Jesus Starr. Karen Diver got the first deflection from Walker's kill. Starr just stuck the right fist up there, made contact with it, and it dumped right in on the Stanley County side. So Dupree and Minda Woodward will serve again, leading 18-9. Casey Knight trying to dump it in. Popped up and over by Karen Diver. Knight trying to find a little bit of no man's land space. Unable to do so as Dupree gets to it. Starr swings it back across. Casey Knight trying to set up Jorea Walker. Did that one catch line? It did not. 19-9. Dupree with the lead. Substitution coming here. Carly Brady, the sophomore, standing at 5'3", will check into the match for Casey Knight. So Dupree looking to spoil senior night here in Fort Pierre. Minda Woodward with the serve. Carly Brady gets her first touch of tonight, and this one will bounce around a couple times and fall in on the Dupree side. Maybe Carly Brady was the good luck charm that Stanley County was looking for. They are 1-0 when she's in this match. Reese Hand with the serve and the ace. So if Stanley County is going to get back into this one trailing 11-19, it's going to be Reese Hand who's going to be the one to get them back in. Arguably their best server on the team. And she's got an ace. Can she find another one? This one deflected up into the air by the Tigers. Minda Woodward swung across by Etzkorn. Carly Brady trying to set up Addie Deal, and Addie Deal returns with the kill. Carly Brady's got a big smile on her face, and rightfully so. She's facilitated 2 massive points here for the Lady Buffaloes. They trail by 7. Serve coming from Reese Hand up and into the basketball netting and comes back down, played across by Karen Diver. Carly Brady sets up Hubner right into the forearms there of Long Break, who swings it across. Addie Deal now with a kill. That one dug out by Long Break, swung across by Diver. Brady trying to set up Deal again. Another dig there from Long Break. Tried to play it upside down, I should say backwards, upside down, whatever you want to call it, did Charlie Etzkorn, but it was out of play right in front of the Stanley County bench. And Stanley County finding a little bit of momentum here with Reese Hand on the service. She sends it across, but out of play. She was trying to snuggle it in along this near sideline. Jessa Peterson wisely let it float wide, and it's 20-13. Dupree knocking on the door here of their 5th victory. Karen Diver with the serve across. Addie Deal pops it back the Dupree direction. Swung back for Reese Hand. Brady trying to set up Hubner. Hubner dumps it in. Edscorn with the first touch. Woodard with the second. Starr with the third. Here comes the kill attempt from Addie Deal. Kept alive by Diver. Popped up by Long Break. Swung across by Woodward. Riley Kafka able to dump it in front of a diving Long Break. Looks like Carly Brady was trying to set up the kill for Brecken Hubner, but it was a little bit behind Hubner, so Kafka said, I'll just take this one myself. And now Carly Brady, after some massive minutes there, will check out of this match and hand it over to Casey Knight, who will take the serve. Knight serve into the net. Service error, the last thing the Lady Buffaloes needed right now, with Dupree 4 points away from winning the match. Edscorn back to serve, sends it across. Reese Hand pops it up for Casey Knight, who tried to set up, looks like Journey Schnee. Schnee was able to swing it across. The kill coming in for Kaylin Ward. And Dupree can taste it, 22-14. The Tigers lead. Edscorn across for Deal. Casey Knight dumps it in. Edscorn diving dig. Starr will just two-hand swing it across. Casey Knight trying to set up Addie Deal. Deal with the kill. It is long, 23-14. Dupree leads. Edscorn with the serve. Hubner with the kill. That one is good. Hubner was able to slam it home right in front of Jessa Peterson, who did her best to get to it. Addie Deal will check out. Talamentes will check in. She'll take the serve here for Stanley County. Some crucial serves coming. Dupree 2 points away from winning this match. Stanley County at 15 right now. Talamentes trying to increase that, but unable to do so. Sends it into the net on the service error, and Dupree is 1 point away. Dupree's Jaza Starr back to serve. Could be match point. Riley Kafka with the kill. Kept alive by Peterson. Played back across. They're going to say too many touches on the Dupree side. Confusion from Dupree. They can't believe it. Terry Keller counting one of the deflections as a touch. That's the reasoning for the too many touches. 24-16, Stanley County trails. Hubner with the serve, played by Peterson. Edscorn trying to set up Ward with the kill, deflected beautifully by Jerea Walker. Swung back across by Starr. Now setting up Kafka far side with the kill, deflected out of play by Long Break. So Stanley County staying alive, 24-17. Backs against the wall. Can they just fight their way out of this and get to a set number 5? Hubner with the serve. Popped up by Starr. Long break. Backwards swing across. Kafka. Kill. Good. 24-18. These seniors not wanting it to end on senior night as a loss. Hubner's serve and ace. Jessa Peterson couldn't get to it in time. It's 24-19 now, and a timeout taken by Chelsea Kelly. My goodness. So Dupree had a very comfortable lead here in game number 4, and they still have a comfortable lead. 1 point away from winning, 5-point lead. It's 24-19. But thanks to some great serves there from Brecken Hubner on the back half of this game has kept Stanley County just mingling around. Of course, folks, after this match wraps up, we'll wrap things up with our Family Dental of Pier and Gettysburg post-game show. We'll award our Bauman Lumber Player of the Game t-shirt to the player of tonight's match. We'll take a final look at our Wegner Auto Sports scoreboard. And we'll look ahead to next week at the next Stanley County match on the road against Kadoka, but we got to finish things up here. Hubner with the serve, sends it across. Edscorn trying to set up Woodward on the kill. It's too long. Great job of Brecken Hubner letting it go, and that's a dangerous play to make when you're only 1 point away from the match being over, but Hubner with a high IQ play, and she'll take the serve again here. Edscorn popping it up. Can Woodward get the game-winning kill? She sure can, and that'll do it. So Stanley County made it interesting here in game number 4, trying to claw their way back in, but Dupree is able to oust the Lady Buffaloes 25-20 in game 4. They win the match 3-1, and senior night comes to an end with a loss for the Lady Buffaloes. Folks, we're going to step away for 2 minutes. We'll be back with our Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame show. We'll award a player of the game. We'll give you some more information about the next match and some more of our broadcast information coming up this week. We'll be back with our postgame show right here on KGFX.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
And we welcome you into our Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show. The Lady Buffaloes go down to the Dupree Tigers here in 4 games. The final game there went to the Dupree Tigers 25-20. Let's recap the scoring for you off our Wegner Auto scoreboard. 25-23 in game 1 went to Dupree, 26-24 for Dupree in game number 2. Stanley County came roaring back in game number 3, winning 25-16, but Dupree closed it out 25-20 in game number 4. Folks, if you enjoyed listening to this game on KGFX or watching on drgnews.com, just a reminder, you can make your listening experience much more enjoyable and streamlined by downloading the DRG News app, which brings us to our Bauman Lumber Player of the Game. You heard a word from our friends at Bauman Lumber who sponsor our Player of the Game, and tonight it goes to Miss Charlie Edscorn from the Dupree Tigers. Congratulations to her on making some incredible plays, showing great effort, and is the proud new owner of our Bauman Lumber Player of the Game t-shirt. One final look at our Wegner Auto scoreboard shows Dupree Tigers winning 3-1 over the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. Big thanks to Bauman Lumber for sponsoring our video. Big thanks to Venture Communications, our KGFX sports sponsor. And folks, on your way home from the game, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you that seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every time you have someplace to be. Folks, we'll have more Stanley County action volleyball-wise next Tuesday night as they travel to take on Kadoka. Tomorrow night, we've got Stanley County versus Potter County football for you on KGFX and DRGnews.com. For Megan Sexton back in the booth, for Brian Menning on the camera, I'm Justin Cowart, thanking you for listening to tonight's broadcast of Stanley County Volleyball on KGFX.